Good morning, Discord. Morning, YouTube. Let's get into it. All right, we had some significant movement in pre-market within the last few minutes. A significant push up. We're going to see if they're going to grab liquidity from 85.73. And we're going to see if we go calls above 85.73. Let's look to see this form some type of support. Is mic work? Okay, mic's working. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm back. Excuse me. I hesitated on making this one a 2. Sorry, I hesitated. It's too early. It's before the 15 minutes. I don't want to give you guys... I just wanted to stick to the rules. I'm sorry, I was just about to put this at 2. I was hovering over it. Okay. Buy put? What the hell? We got a momentum candle, or they're gonna just fake us out right here. Look at this momentum. Okay. There goes your play. I was just about to put the 2. I don't know. Go look. I was hovering over the 2 like, oh man, I really want to put this 2 right now. But it would have been too late. None of you would have taken the trade anyway. Let's let this volatility settle out. Let's let this stuff settle down. I mean, looks like a momentum candle, so we'll see if it plays out. We'll wait for the setup. We'll see if we're going to use purple for the day. It's too early. I want to put a 2 on magenta, but it's too early. I want to put this 2 here, but it's just too early. We'll just wait our 15 minutes. Let's let this settle out. I'm gonna wait for this to settle. Let's see if we continue in the magenta. Right? Let's see if we stay in magenta or if we break magenta. It's early, or else I want to say magenta for the up, but it's just a little early. I just want to stay consistent with our rules. All right, we're gonna let this settle out. Let's see if we get support at 84.81 to make this. Let's also watch out for something like that too. Look, you see the volatility right here. If you're taking a trade, and this is the type of environment that if you already have your stop loss set, let's say you have 10%, 15%, 18%, whatever stop loss you have, this is the type of environment that if you don't set it appropriate, as soon as you hit that buy button, the market's going to stop you out if you don't have a, what is this, a 1.5 point stop. You see what I'm saying? Let this settle out. Don't get involved in here unless you know you're gonna hold. You know, you have to know your plan. But this type of environment here, you already see it. You know, let's say you take a call here. It's, you know, the next candle could be big red candle, stop you out, and then continue up. So let the volatility settle, or, you know, adjust your stops appropriate. You know you need to have a really wide stop loss as of right now. So if you're getting involved in the game, you know what you see the environment we're in as of right now. If you want to wait for it to settle, wait for it to settle. Wait for a cycle or two. You don't always have to be in a trade. You don't. If this is, you know, if this is a rocky environment, then just wait. It's going to be hard to see if this is support when you have a whole bunch of wicks, you know, whipsawing through it. So just wait a little bit. Or if you're gonna get in, get out quick. All right, we're gonna test magenta. I'm here. I'm just we're just letting this market settle out. There's a lot of volatility here. I think we want to look for, we're going to test to see. You see what I'm saying? Look, exactly. Look, if you like I said, if you buy a call now, look. Excuse me. Look, if we buy, look, I just said it. If we buy a call now, the next candle is going to be a big red one and stop you out. You have to, you see what I'm saying? The market tells you what's going on. You need to decide if you're okay with the environment, right? See, this is like this structure. This is the structure here. I mean, I don't really like it, but it is what it is. If it wants to bolt, it should be technically the break of purple, but the environment is so volatile, you know, the break of purple might hit key level and turn around on you because of the volatility. So it's a tough call. It's going to be purple, but we'll see. Wait for, all right, instead of break of purple, let's see if it breaks, retests, and rejects underneath purple. I think some safety at this point might be red. Okay, so based on the volatility we see, right? Normally, I would just say, you know, break a purple and then just protect your trade on the way to red. However, because of the volatility, you see the price action, we need to be a little more patient right now, okay? This is not the environment we want to get involved in. Let's see if they're gonna test the 5 right here. But look, if they're gonna go, you see the environment, right? Set your stops appropriately. And also, you don't have to take a trade. There's nothing forcing you to take a trade, right? We see what the setups need to look like. If it doesn't look like this, then don't even get involved. Each candle, every candle's a 1-point swing, right? So it's the reason why this is dangerous is because it's easy for the market to grab liquidity, right? It's gonna grab liquidity from here. Oh, okay, who wins? We don't know. The truth is, no one knows. Hold on. Yeah, the truth is, no one knows, you know, who put a whole bunch of orders right here, right now. No one knows who's gonna click the button and at what time they're gonna click that button. So you have to wait for that. Whatever needs to happen, you gotta wait for it to happen. Right now, it's very volatile. Every single buy order is going to next key level, hitting the key level, settling out the orders, hitting back down. So let them settle out the direction. You'll know, it'll be obvious. Just don't overstay your welcome in this environment. Let's look at higher time frame. The 5 minute says we're in the bear cycle. We're above the water, but starting the bear cycle. The 30 minute says we're above the water. Hold on, 30 minute looks weird. The 30 minute looks odd. It's saying we have some room for the down, but we're technically sideways because we're above the water. So this might chop around sideways for a bit. Let's wait till we get clear direction. Let's see what happens on purple. Oh man. I just don't want them to hit red, fake out, and then turn around and watch and then do this. Okay, hold on, let me focus. All right, this is what we got to watch out for now, right? Watch. Let's see if we get this strong push down like this. And like this. Do you see how hard it is to protect this trade? Look how hard it is to protect your trade. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm glad we're going through this, so you need to know how to react in this type of environment, right? If you didn't set your stop appropriately here, you would have been stopped out. Or there, right? So you really just gotta allow it to develop. It's difficult to get involved right now. Okay, I think we've had enough. Just do whatever you're gonna do. Jeez. Make it happen. What's going on? Okay, now you have protect your trade. Protect your trade. If it goes against you now, nothing I can do. Entry on the break of purple to 83, right? So 83.76, 83.18. If you didn't collect by now, nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do if you didn't collect by right now. We just needed to wait a little bit, settle this out. Okay. Okay. All right. So look, now you went through it. Now you know what you need to experience, right? You see what it looks like. You know how you have to set your stops. We all went through it together. Look at the money. Okay. Oh my goodness. Don't overstay your welcome. Oh boy. There it is. Stick to the strategy. I'm gonna say it every day until we do it. Look at the money we just printed. All right, look, we had our entry on purple. Survive. And let's see how much we're gonna get out of it. As I was telling you, look, our entries are solid. You decide how much money you're gonna get off the play. You decide that. That took me out. Okay. All right, let's see what we got next. That one took me out. Because look, I know the environment. I know the environment. I'm not gonna let it get away. Yep. And if it goes down, it goes down. I'm not willing to survive anymore, right? I did my first survival up here. I don't like this environment. Okay, good play. Good play. Good play to draw first blood. If you're sticking with exit strategy number 2, you're still in the play. If you're using exit strategy 2, you're still in it. But again, don't overstay your welcome. Don't overstay your welcome. Just whenever your triggers hit, make sure you act on it and don't have FOMO about it. All right, that was a good way to start the morning. That was a good little drop to start the morning. I bet you everyone was shooketh to try to take this. I know it. I know it because look at it. No one wants to get involved in this. I mean, now you know how, right? Now you know how to do it. When that key level breaks, you got to set your stop appropriate. Don't be silly with that stop. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I took it. Yeah. And if that one would have stopped me out, that probably would have hurt me emotionally. All right, here's our shoulder. Let's see what we got. You know what? We gotta wait for magenta. Wait for the break of magenta, okay? Minimum wait for the break of magenta. I know it looks juicy from here. I know it looks great, but just wait for magenta. your safety calls are going to be above 84. What is this? 84.81. All right, look, do you see why I took my profit on this initial drop? Because the next drop isn't guaranteed. I understand the environment I'm in. I understand the environment. I know the assignment. Get in, get out, take your money. When you're doing this with enough time, when you have enough experience, even a little drop from purple to where I got stopped out somewhere above the wick. Even this little drop, you'll see it's when you understand how to scale your account, you don't need to have huge swings to make this a profitable venture for you in life. You don't need to have 1.5, 3 point swings. It's just not true. You see why I'm telling you to wait for magenta? You gotta wait. We have our strategy, just wait. If this happens, then you know you got a better opportunity at magenta, right? It's a set of if then. Boom. Oh, geez. Look, you see the volatility? We're in magenta, right? We're in magenta until we're not. So if you're buying calls while we're inside of this trend, that's on you. You see where the green is? Okay. You know what? We can do this one. I'll do this one a 2. I'll do this one a 1. This is a 1. This is a 2. All right, listen, from here, based on this price action, that means that the liquidity boxes, they're not going to be like this, watch. They're not going to be small like this, okay? We're going to have to wait. Like, they're going to be big liquidity boxes. So let's not get fooled on, let's say on a move like this. And then we see like this little tiny movement right here. What I'm saying is this lick box, they're going to be a lot larger. Our liquidity is going to be like this. So now you know, whenever you see environments like this, your lick boxes have to accommodate for that. And they're overlapping. The lick boxes are overlapping. So this is the environment we don't really want to be in. It's going to be a difficult environment, right? Figure out who you are as a trader. Understand that you need to figure out your skill level or your risk level. It's not even about skill. It's about risk. You need to figure out your risk level now. We've identified the choppy environment. You need to figure out, is this type of environment, can you still trade in this? Do you feel comfortable trading in this? If not, then this is where you need to be like, hey, look, I'm walking away until this settles out. You need to, this is your business. Treat it like a business. It's not just you gambling like, you know what? We'll wing it today. That's not how this works. Okay? That is not how this works. This is an actual business. If you want to make this a business for yourself and you're going off of, we'll try it today. No. You have to have a criteria for your business. There has to be a criteria, right? If you have a used car dealership and someone comes in with some BS credit, you're not obligated to sell them a car. This is your business, okay? So make sure you have strict rules for your business. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. All right, I'm back. So stick to your strategy, whatever it is. You know what strategy we have, right? It's a winning strategy. Just stick to it. But here's the thing. It has to make sense to you. If it doesn't make sense to you, you're not forced to take a trade, right? Sometimes research and development day. And if you're new, this is the perfect time to learn. This is the perfect time to learn when it doesn't hurt. This is when you want to, let's say, paper trade. Let's see how I do. And then you use that data to formulate who you are as a trader. Now look, we want to see, we got to see this liquidity box break. We got to see it break. It's going to be that type of environment. It looks like they're respecting the algos. We just have to be a little more, everything has to be a little wider. Let's look at higher time frames. All right, we're still in magenta. 30, okay, yeah, 30 minute. We got some room for the down. All right, again, so if this on the 30 minute is a momentum candle, we need to understand what momentum candles can look, or what can be the result of a momentum candle. So we know what to expect, right? We want to look for maybe a 50% retracement. So let's see if we get back up to 84 maybe. Let's see if we get back. Okay, so look, see why I have my green line here? So if we retrace back up to here, it's still not crazy to reject for continuation down. So we have to keep all of our risks. All of our risks, we're keeping them in mind. And then as the price continues in whichever direction, we're going to start whittling off the list the options of plays to take, right? So for example, if the price gets above 84.24, this green, we've eliminated our put scenario, correct? So as the price moves, we're slowly narrowing down our possibilities for the play. And this is how we get our increased probability. So if we break this lick box and start testing green up here, we're gonna start looking for our shoulder, right? Because that means this head has played out. Easy. It's easy. So don't panic. You see the liquidity, how wide it is? So look, if it does this, you now know where your stops need to be. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Because look, and it's important to wait for magenta. Here's why. Here's what you didn't see. I'm gonna draw this to scale. It's not accurate, but look. Here's what you didn't see, right? So you wait for the break. Wait for the break. Wait for the volatility to settle out, and then you'll see the direction. The market will tell you. You don't have to guess. Don't sit here and try to guess what the market's gonna do. That's silly. Because you don't know. You don't know what someone's gonna hit. Buy $500 billion. Buy call. You don't know. So don't have a bias. Let the momentum tell us where we're going. Now we see that our, you know, momentum area or pool is a big pool. So you gotta wait for this wave to come from way over here to way over here, right? And then we see maybe secondary liquidity starting to test. So let me go ahead and mark this out now so we're not caught off guard. There. Okay, now we're gonna see what happens. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. So look, hold on before I go. Now we have our setups, right? We know our calls, we know what our puts. Now just stick to the strategy. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. Let's look for this weak bull cycle. Okay, look for the weak bull cycle. If we get the weak bull cycle coming up to magenta, you know what time it is, right? I hope we know that if the price is in here, you're in no man's land. There's no trading in here unless you know something I don't. Unless you know something I don't. Now I know you have a bias. I know what you're starting to think. I know what you're starting to think. However, how many times have you had a thought and then the market said, psych? So how about this time we don't do that anymore? How about we let the market tell us instead of us trying to guess? They will tell us. You're not going to be late. How you handle the trade, that's what gets us in trouble, right? When you start getting sketchy. When you're like, oh no, look at the volatility here. What do I do now? What you should do is place your stop, walk away. You made your decision. Be okay with it. If you're not going to be okay with the decision you made, day trading is not for you. And you notice I never encourage people to, yeah, take the risk and do it. Just do it. Just do it. No. I let everyone know. This is not a get rich quick scheme. And I want you to do your research, especially if you're interested in joining this Discord. Do your research into me. Minimum, you could do, you know, some research. Watch a few videos. Click through it. You got a fast forward button. Look, the market is just grabbing liquidity, grabbing liquidity, grabbing liquidity. It's just liquidity grab each side. So yeah, they're battling. So here's what we have to understand, because I think there's a myth that the market makers know already, and there's some diabolical plot to ruin retail traders. This is not true. This is not true. There are institutional investors that have marching orders. There's institutional investors that they trust certain people with their trading, and they make them market makers. And you don't know when they tell these people hit buy, hit sell. You don't know. Hey, my client needs to buy a boat, sell. You don't know. So stop trying to guess the direction of the market. That's what I'm trying to say. Stop having a bias. It's okay to use technical analysis, but you know, if your bias is so strong that it's you know, blinding you from what's the obvious in front of you, then it's hurting you. So stop it. Don't buy a boat. Don't do that. It costs so much money. It's so true what they say. It's never ending. It's never ending. There's always something to do if you own a boat. There's always something to do, meaning like maintenance or work, or you know, or just always something that could be better. You need to shine the brass or whatever. Don't get a boat. I'm telling you. 3K. Don't do it. They have what is it called? They have yacht. They have yacht clubs, but they have boating clubs. So get a boating club membership. So you'll pay like, I don't know, a couple grand, and then after that, you get to use their boats whenever. So yeah, get a boating club membership. Unless you're like hardcore salt, then I get it. Man, look at this! Look at this chop right here. So they're building it up, right? You have to know that this is a snake coiling up. This is a coiling up snake. Now, hopefully, you know, we don't get a fake out here and they do what they're supposed to do. But if we adjust, hold on. I'll be right back. Dang, shots fired from Netta. Look for puts underneath the 5. Look for puts on the break retest of the 5. You got to measure risk to reward on this secondary to here, and you see the environment. I mean, it's, you know, it's fading, but look for puts underneath the 5. That has to be it. We're being reckless right now. It has to be that puts underneath the 5 on a break and retest. If you want to gamble on the break of purple to the 5, that's on you. I'm telling you right now. Puts have to be underneath the 5. Oh, by the way, before our break of this red ranger right here, was this always here? Okay, we had a red ranger here. That was a winner. What the hell? Was this always here? Okay. My eyes just went right over that. I didn't even gloat about this red ranger win. Gosh darn it. Okay. Look at this wick, man. This is evil wick. I was ready to jump too. I was ready to jump. And then just gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. This is why we wait for the candle close. But then this environment is still sketchy. I caught a scalp right here on the break of this purple. So yeah, we'll see. I'm telling you, inside this box, look, inside this box, if you're taking a trade inside this box, you're okay with selling at wherever this box is. You're okay with that. I'm telling you. You see this lick box? If you're taking trades in here, you're okay with it. You're okay with the price. With buying and selling right there. The answer is we're waiting for a break, a retest, and a reject of the 5 MA. That's the answer for puts. All right, so there's no more put scenario until that. Let me make sure the Discord. If you're doing anything beyond that, you're doing your own thing. So I was ready for this put until, you know, until I realized risk to reward, I don't need it that bad. I'll wait for underneath the 5. I was ready for it, however, but that doesn't mean I'm married to the position, right? I was ready for it, but I'm not married to it. If we break magenta and we get above this green, you better believe I'm looking for calls, but I'm waiting for the setup to happen because I know that at any point we can get boom, this right here. So I'm waiting for the setup. So not only do I want it to break the magenta, but I want it to retest this previous liquidity. And if none of that happens, then guess what? No trade. I'll be right back. We got our marching orders. Don't overstay your welcome. This is a lot. You see the liquidity in here. I'm just telling you. And even look, even if we do break purple, you still have to be careful. Risk to reward, right? It has to make sense. It's not just because of break of purple, right? It has to be break of purple and things make sense. So if we break purple here, risk to reward to the bottom of the lick box, right? Break purple here, risk to reward. Essentially the 5. Because we know for a fact there's a whole bunch of orders sitting right here. I think this time I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the trading plan and see what options we have. I would say maybe the micro head and shoulder, but I expected to grab liquidity a little bit higher before the push down, so. Okay, maybe the micro cup and handle then. Or, excuse me, maybe the micro inverse cup and handle, okay? Okay, I'm gonna set my alerts. I'm not gonna sit here and watch this, so I'm I'm gonna set my alerts on magenta. And I'm going to set my alerts on purple. Whatever happens, just don't have the expectation that the candles are just gonna go one on top of the other, on top of the other. Right? Just don't have that expectation. It'd be nice, but we see that every candle's like one candle, one candle, one candle, one candle. They're all engulfing, so be careful. Look, do you see how I've already prepared you for the risk? You're already prepared. You already know what needs to happen. So this is stress-free trading. The only reason why you worry is because you know how you react inside the trade. The only reason why you worry is because you know that once your trade goes into profit, your fingers start moving. And then your feelings get hurt at the end of the day when the trade continues and you stop out. Happens to everybody. You're no different than me. We're all the same. Yesterday I had my day yesterday. I tell you that. I had my day yesterday where I was even like shooketh to take trades too, because I just wasn't. It's just been a long time since I had issues like that. Okay, alerts went off. Let's assess. Okay. Let's see what we got. You have to protect this trade. You have to protect. Look at the. Oh goodness. Okay, there it is, DJ. Did you get it, DJ? Did you get it, DJ? There goes the move. Oh, look, we all did it together. I don't look. Break a purple. I was like, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what we get. We all did it together. We all did it together. You gotta chase this. Okay, let's see what we can get. Amazing trade. Amazing trade. Don't overstay your welcome, right? Take your profit. I'm not saying get out. I'm just saying don't overstay your welcome. This is where you follow your strategy. We had our perfect entry. Look at the perfect. Oh my goodness. I know I said wait for puts underneath, but you know, that's on you. Now we're gonna see. The setup is here. I took the setup. I followed the strategy. If I get stopped out, it's okay because I know where the next entry is. So I'm not afraid to get stopped out, especially after yesterday. Shit. Yesterday gave me some resilience, I'll tell you that. Yesterday built me up to hold, man. When I took that, I think it was a $10 win on a 4-point move, man. That hurt me bad. This candle right here took me out, so I'll wait for the next setup. Somewhere in here I got taken out. Okay. Man, look, I could be done for the day on that. I could be done for the day. That was a good move. That was a good move. I told you, all this liquidity, that just means that it just means it's building up, all right? And you're still in magenta, so you're still in magenta. That's all I was telling you. Watch out for, you can't have a bias because you got to watch out for what? What did I say? Watch out for this, watch. Bang. Don't tell me I didn't draw exactly that. Don't Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the 5-minute chart. Thank you, OG. Thank you, OG. We saw on the 5-minute, we saw the break, retest, and reject of our liquidity, right? It broke, retested, and rejected the liquidity. But here's the thing. People on YouTube, they don't have access to the 5-minute chart. You have to join the Discord. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. Don't act like I didn't put a head right here. Don't act like you don't see this head right here. Let me highlight this. I'm telling you, you gotta know when to take your money. You have to know. Look at the head that I placed right here. I'm gonna take my money, and then I know where the next put scenario is, right? It's underneath the 5 on a break, retest, reject. We already went over this, right? The head is right, or the head on the inverse is here. Come on now. Now, if you're waiting for a magenta, just wait. But I'm listen. You're learning. I'm teaching you some stuff. You're seeing me in action. I gotta make it up from yesterday. You're seeing me in action right now. Here we go. This is easy. Let's go. Look at this. Look at the perfect. Bruh. Okay. Yep. So then, bang. Bang. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. I caught all of that. You see where I put the head? I told y'all, don't overstay your welcome. You know the liquidity is on the 5, right? You know we had to take. You know liquidity's on the 5. If it breaks the purple, what's the next key level? The 5. At certain time, at a certain point, you gotta have the faith. And even if you were wrong, you wouldn't have been wrong for taking the trade because it's a logical conclusion. So you can't be upset if you get stopped out on logical conclusion trades, right? Some of them, it just makes sense to take the trade. And if it doesn't work out in your favor, you got to be okay with that because, there's probabilities. All right, now today's shaping up to be a pretty good. You see how quick we got to be on it, right? You see how quick. I'm telling you, you got to be on it. You see how the price action is. Do not let them take the money away from you. If you get the money, don't let them take it away from you because it's not hold on, let me focus right here. Okay, look, I told everyone, put alerts on this purple. I put an alert on the purple. I was like, okay, let me assess. I saw this big momentum. I'm like, okay, I know what to do. That's easy. That's easy. It broke my purple, the big momentum candle. The odds are in my favor, right? We're breaking purple. The 5's not far away, and the 5 is far enough for me to say this is a reasonable risk to reward. Right? Remember, I was telling you, the further we go up this way, the further away, the risk to reward gets a little bit better. So I agreed. My risk to reward from here, or excuse me, from here was much better than when we were over here. We just have to let it build, right? When I'm always saying let it build in whatever direction. I told you, stress-free trading. You don't have to think too much. The market will tell you. And you heard me say it right before it happened. I'm like, okay, here we go. Let's see what we can get. I am taking the trades that I'm telling you, right? There's no secret other trading that I'm doing. I'm taking the trades that I'm presenting. We're all doing it together. I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. Now you understand why I'm telling you, when I'm telling you watch out for the risk, you gotta watch out for this. Now you know why. It just happened, right? I told you, watch out for this bolt down. Don't think that because you see a momentum candle here, you're in magenta. Bottom line, you're in magenta until you're not. When I say that, I want you to look what happened right here on this put. You may have thought, oh yeah, we got momentum going up. Look, we're even testing the top of the lick box. What happened? Tested lick box, rejection. So just stick to the strategy. This is our best bet. It doesn't have to work every time, right? It doesn't have to work every time. We just need to win the war. That's why we're here. So look, eventually, do you think I was comfortable with taking, you know, I wasn't always comfortable with taking certain trades, especially this scalp on somewhere over here, this scalp right here on the initial purple. I used to hesitate and hold on, wait, alert went off. All right, let's assess. All right, let's not get faked out by the wick. So, all right, I'm gonna focus here. Give me a second. I'm just gonna focus. I don't know if I'm gonna take the trade yet. Hold on, I'm focusing. Give me a second. This is where you need to decide too, right? Because we see our first. Hold on, I'll be right back. Just let me focus. I'm not sure if I'm waiting for green or the retest here. So let me just figure it out. And this is the thought process we should all be going through, right? We all need to make the. Hold on. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm a C student. I can't talk and it's too. I'll be right back. Hold on. That wick on that 5 is serious. Oh, we broke. What am I doing? Okay, listen. On our 5-minute chart, wait, did the OG call this out? Oh, dang, OG. Oh, okay. I thought you said, okay, watch 5 minutes. Look at our 5-minute chart. We have a 2 highlighted. Look at the 5-minute chart. So our entry on the 5-minute chart from 83.11 to 84. Look, this is our entry. If you're not on Discord, you don't have access to the 5-minute chart. Our entry was on the break of our magenta, right? We're in magenta until we're not. That was this one here on our 5-minute chart. If you're not on the Discord, you don't have access to the 5-minute chart. You're just sitting. Look at the money we just printed. Look at the money we're printing. All right. Yeah. It's almost too easy. There. Look. What? Look at it. There it is. There it is. Look, do we all have the same thought process? Listen, we all went through it together. We knew this was. So here's how you play this, right? This is entry and exit 1. You enter on the break. This is classic. This is perfect. We didn't even need to break, retest, reject. There's nothing more that needs to be said. Break, retest. See this candle? The 1034? It broke. It retested on this candle. It rejected on this candle. Break, retest, reject. Oh man. Okay. There it is. Look at the money we printed. Okay, Discord. Here. Listen, yesterday I had bad form. Today I made up for it, right? We made up for it. We doubled up. I don't know about you guys, but yesterday even though I didn't lose, I still feel, I don't know. I didn't like my analysis in the morning. It wasn't to the degree it normally is. But I apologize for that. I had my day, but we made up for it today. We made for it today. Yeah, they respected the algos today, huh? Look how perfect. I mean, look at this entry. This is, man, look at the confluence. Does anyone see the confluence? Look at the money. Look. I know, I love you too. I love you all too. Oh man. It was messy, hell yeah. I told you, it's stress-free trading. We have our marching orders. It's either gonna be puts underneath the 5 or calls on the break of this. I even have it highlighted. If you didn't like this one, we had the 5-minute. If you're in the Discord, listen, the Discord, they had the real win. They had the real win because Discord had the real win. Discord was entered in on 83.12. We're at 80. Listen. Oh my goodness. Look, we really gotta stop acting surprised. It should be just a regular day in the office. Okay, right? Regular day in the office. Oh man, amazing. Just stick to your exit strategy. Stick to your exit strategy. It's gonna be your best bet. Let's see if we get a strong move to red and then continuation. Amazing move. Okay, stick to your exit strategy. Don't overstay your welcome. I'll be right back. Just let everything play out, right? Let your exit strategy play out. Stop being nervous. Just let it play out. Okay? Okay, just let it play out. I'll be right back. Just don't sit there and be nervous. Just relax. Everything's fine. I'm gonna get up and walk away. I'm gonna circulate some blood. Look at the money. Look, I know. I love you guys too. I'm so glad you're here with me. I'll be right back. If you're looking for an entry, wait for your weak bear cycle. start testing your biases now. You have a bias already, right? Test it right now. Let's see if we get back inside this bottom lick box here. Wait for this purple. It's gonna be hectic in here. If you're okay with the break of this purple, it's gonna be hectic. We're still above the water. At least wait for confluence, okay? Look for some confluence. Remember, we're still above the water. I'm setting up another one. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm setting up another one. Watch. Okay, do you see why identifying the market conditions was important today, right? Every other candle's barcoding. You got to chase every play, right? We identified that early this morning, so don't give them any of your money. Take the money and be happy with it. I think yesterday we were unhappy with not making enough, and that's probably not the right attitude to have. I'm here. I'm just being quiet. Let's see. Measure your risk to reward on this one, okay? Let's see if we have a wedge forming. This might be for like later on in the day, but let's see if we have this. All right, look, I'm telling you all right now, puts are underneath the 5 on a break, retest, reject of the 5. If you're playing around in before we get underneath the 5, that's on you, okay? You're taking that risk. So basically, this is what we're trying to look out for. We want to see if we have like that, or we're looking for this. So we have a 50-50 right here. About right here, there should be a 50-50. If the price gets down here, we're gonna have a 50-50. Man, it looks like they might want to do the dance right here, but do the dance for the down, but it's like, I just don't like the candle patterns. Like the candles are, they're just not doing what they should be doing. Right? It's only because of the volatility today. Every other candle's an engulfing candle, so it looks like it wants to do the dance to the downside, but it's just not doing it. Don't overstay your welcome on the break of purple, okay? Do not overstay your welcome. if you took this purple one highlighted. You can't over. Here we go. Here we go. Protect your trade on the break of this purple. I love you too. Protect your trade. We need to get under it. Let's go. What to do, what to do. What are we gonna do here? We're at the 5. We hit target. We hit the target, right? Let's see. Okay. Trade protected, right? You can't lose from here. I love you too. Don't worry. We do this every day. We do it every day. I'm here. I'm just being quiet. I'm focusing. Give me a moment. Let's see if they form a handle here, right? So look, watch. Bang, bang, bang. Let's see if that happens. Let's see if we get the handle to form. If we get above here, here's your 2, right? If we start to do this, so this is gonna break structures. It should be broken. Actually, structure's up here. So it'll break structure if we get above 83.29. Simple, stress-free. Stress-free. You already know what's gonna happen, right? Either it's going to reject like that, or it's gonna keep going like this. You already know what's gonna happen. You already know. So just wait for that to happen. Oh, dang, that 5-minute chart. That 5-minute chart, OG. Hey, look. If you're on YouTube, you gotta send me an email. LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. Get you sorted out. my Discord already knew to be in puts on the break of this purple. Break of this purple, my Discord already knew to be in puts. If you're being so, you guys are being so cheap. You're being so cheap, you're leaving money on the table. Oh my goodness. Look, we're having a hard time busting through the 5, so don't overstay your welcome, right? We already know it's break of whatever to target. That's all you can ask for. Break of whatever to target. If you took this one, good for you. If you took this this purple, which was on the 5-minute chart over here, so good for you if you took this purple. OGs, I would like to thank you for pointing out the 5-minute chart again, because sometimes even myself I get really zoomed in on the 1-minute chart. So also, if you're interested in learning how to trade with us, we have OG traders in the Discord that are, I mean, really phenomenal on top of this 5-minute chart, reminding the other Discord members, don't get too focused on the 1-minute chart, because we trade off the 5-minute chart. Right, the 5-minute chart has been, I mean, dang, it's actually been pretty good. It's been pretty good, right? Yeah, 5-minute chart worked out absolutely perfect. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Oh wait, you acted like you didn't know this was gonna happen. You acted like you didn't know that. Oh my goodness. I had to show off today. I had to show off today. All right. But look, the 5's right here. Don't overstay your welcome. Look at these parlor tricks. You guys got me doing goddamn tricks. Look, as long as you don't overstay your welcome, you take your money, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Take your money when we see the environment, right? You know you just gotta collect it. Collect it. This could still reject here, right? So don't. It goes by liquidity. It could still reject here. Let me clean up this chart just a bit. Nothing's changed, right? It's still the same. So either we're gonna do this or that. Nothing's changed. All right, let's plot out. Level by level. This one's a 1, this one's a 2 now. they're having a really hard time breaking the 5, right? We see that. Now we need to see if this handle is going to form to show us momentum. So look, if we get back to the 5, then the play is going to be done, right? Now we need to wait for the break, retest, and reject under the 5. So that's how this works. Don't overstay your welcome. The liquidity is on the 5. So you need to ask yourself, are we grabbing liquidity from the 5 right now to push up, or are we testing the break below? We don't know that yet. You need to wait until the market tells you what it's going to do. Look, we're still in magenta on the 5. It's going to be build until a break of purple. And then build in blue, break in magenta. Write that down. So if we break this blue before we get to this magenta, you know, that's going to be our trigger. If we break the blue before we get to the magenta, that's going to be our trigger, right? Now, if we get above this 83.29 and start making 83.29 support, we're going to think the other way. Very simple. Now, what you're risking here is that it breaks 83.29 and just shoots off without you, and you don't get a retest and reject. That's what you're risking here. Opportunity risk. All right, look, here's why it's stress-free, because we know that one of these two things is going to happen. And if not, then good, because you don't want to get stuck in this chop. So it's either going to be calls above here, puts below here. You see the range you're in. You see it, right? It is, I mean, really, it's probably this, but darn it. Guess who always colored outside the lines as a kid? I can never get those lines, never get my colors inside. All right, so I'm chasing this, right? Because it broke. I'm chasing it. If it goes against me, don't care, because I can't lose from here. So I decided to do entry and exit 1 on the break, and I'm going to chase it. I can't lose. I have my stop very, very tight. So now we're going to see what happens. The reason why I took it, I'm a little early, right? I should have waited till the break, but it's because I see the flexion here. So technically it should have been on the break. So if it doesn't work out, I stop out. I don't care. If it rejects here, let me see. I'm gonna put my stop here, take my $10 profit, and be okay. Well, times however many contracts. If it gets to magenta, I'm gonna move my stop right there. Okay, if I need to get back, that took me out. If I need to get back in, I will. I just wanted a little risk, a little gamble right there. Took my little $10. 10 times 10. All right, now I'll be serious. Now I'll wait for the break of this now. I took my risk here, right? Just because I wanted to see if I can just scalp a little something. So I got my little $10. I'll be happy. See me, I don't mind getting in and getting out. Even though I tell you not to do it, it's because I'm a little bit more comfortable. Ah, look at that, look at that. Darn it. It's okay. Okay, let me focus now. All right, give me a second. I want to see a red candle here. Not on this one, but the next one. I want to see a red candle. May not get it. Let me focus. I'll be right back. I'm here. I'm just being quiet. Give me a second. See if this one turns into a green. No, we want this one to be red and then the next one green. That'd be ideal. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted to see, little pullback. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Let's see if they really want to grab the liquidity off this. Let's see if they really want to grab the liquidity off of it. Yeah, we want 80, what is this? 83, what am I saying? 49 to be support, okay? Now I'm kind of focusing on the candles now. Now I want to look at the candle pattern. I'm here. I'm just focusing. I'm still here. I'm not as smart as you guys. It's hard for me to talk and do all this stuff, so give me a second. I'm here. I'm just being quiet. This one took me out for small loss. This one took me out. Fake out. Okay, so I'm gonna 84% rule back into it. I'm gonna 84% rule if it tests secondary liquidity. Otherwise, I'm looking for purple. This broke structure. This went a little too high. I broke the structure, so. This one got me because it kind of broke the structure. Or maybe the wick got me. It's okay. I had a really tight stop, so I did exit strategy 1, where I just chased it. I didn't really move the stop. I had it on. I got filled kind of late, and I had it on magenta, so small loss there. Okay, just waiting for my next setup. No big deal. It's gonna be secondary liquidity, magenta here, or purple. This one got me. All right, Discord, look at the 5-minute chart. You see that 5-minute chart, Discord? This is what we're dealing with. Okay, so this, I don't know how long this bolt has been here, but it's absolutely perfect. How long, when did I do this? How long has this been here? Because this was perfect. But anyways, all right, look, this is what we got. We're either going to, now we got a clear picture, continue in green like this. You see green? We're either going to continue in green, or we're going to close this cup. Okay, there's your setups. Let's look for a little bit risky here, but let me see. 259. See, look, this red ranger that I have here lines up with purple and the 5. So listen, I don't make up the rules. That's what it is. So here we go. My red ranger right here lines up with the break of this purple and the 5. So it's, hey, that's sketchy. That's sketchy. If this is the entry for puts, then that's, I'm sorry, that's too sketchy. We gotta wait for a break, retest, reject. Okay. It's on, purple is the 5, so we gotta wait for a break and retest. So this one should be, I don't know, because you see the engulfing candles. So green's our thing, okay? Here's our 5-minute chart. I'm gonna clean this one up. All right, let's be patient. I'm here, I'm just being quiet. Look, your safety is going to be above this green and above this green. That's your safety. If you're taking this green, you're taking the risk of getting stopped out immediately, because that's what it is. This is your best bet above this green. Technically, it should be above this green here. Here's what we'll do. We'll do a test. There. Remember, it's either gonna stay in green, or it's gonna break green, right? It's only 2 options. So now you know how to play it. And look, I know, look, purple and the 5 are matching up. That's not an accident. Look, when I'm making these algorithms, you'll learn. It takes time. It takes time. You'll learn. What I don't want you to do is try to start generating algorithms in trading. Don't do it. It's, in case you haven't noticed from me trying, it's not easy, right? I have to literally shut up and stop talking and put all my focus. I just have to stop talking because it's very difficult. It's not easy. You think it is, but it's just not, and it's not. Yeah, all day today it's been engulfing candles, so we have to be careful with your stops. We really need deep structure. So, I mean, if you're here, look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not risking anyone's money. This one's a 1, this one's a 2. Do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. I'm not a big fan of this secondary liquidity either. Okay, does everyone see this lick box? This is what it is. I told you today's gonna be. This is it. We already knew this was gonna happen. I'm telling you, your stops have to be extremely uncomfortable today. And this is what I was telling you in the morning. We need to figure out what type of trader we are. You don't have to be the trader I am or the trader whoever's next to you. This is your business. You make your own rules. You decide your risk tolerance. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit. They don't want to break green. They don't want to break green. When it breaks, it's going to break. It's going to break when it does. Now look, we're above the water. Let's see if this last push down was a liquidity grab before they squeeze it back up, or if this was enough to... Hold on, let's see. Look, if you really want to make this a business and you're really about this life, if you are really disciplined and really, you know, if you're trying to do this, you would wait for above 84.58. But I know we see money on the table and we get, you know, the emotions start, your mind starts to go. But it's important you stick to the strategy because we have a winning strategy, right? If you're doing anything outside of that, we don't know the results. We have the results from following LST strategy. So let's not risk anything. This is our business. Let's take it serious. I'm gonna set alerts. I'm gonna go alert on green right here. I'm gonna hit alert on purple right here. Stress free. Now I'm gonna wait. One of these things is gonna happen. I don't even have to think about it. I don't have to think. Don't have to think. One of them is gonna happen. So I'm just gonna be patient and wait. This is what the stock market is. Who can wait the other person out? Now they started to change the algorithm. We're moving out of magenta now. Let me do some work. Hold on. They're moving out of magenta. I don't want to plot it just yet because it's too close, but they're moving. I'll put this one back. We're moving out of magenta, so I don't know if I'm gonna hold on. I'll move it. I know we're moving out of magenta now, so I don't need to hold on to this one anymore. But the new angle is, it's so close. Let's let it build a little bit. Let me. I'm not sure with this yellow. Let it build a little bit. I think we might be moving to build in yellow instead of build in magenta. I'm not sure about this yellow. I need more time. I'm actually gonna leave the magenta for now. I'm gonna remove the yellow. I'll give it time. I'm forcing it, so I don't want to force it. I don't want to make it look pretty. It is what it is. So I'm not gonna try to make it look like I know more than I do, because I don't. Earlier, I was, you know, a little bit of flex, but now it's time to get serious. We're not playing with people's money. You see the red here, right? You see the red where it's at? If you're a serious trader, you're waiting for this. That's just what it is. This purple here, or this red, is our purple. So, or maybe this red is this purple. Just be patient. We're going sideways, right? There's no trade here. We're just going sideways. We know what our setups are, so just wait. And again, ideally, we'd like to be above this, right? Break green and above this. This is ideal. This is even better. If you can wait for this, even better. The reward's not going to be as great, but far less risk. Far less risk. If you wait up here, this is when you're like more stress-free, right? Down here, you're basically trying to call the bottom. You're basically trying to call the bottom. We won't know this is the bottom until we get up here. And that's just the reality of it. Would we like to be able to call it from here? Of course. Of course, everyone does. I know we all try. We all try to call the bottom. And we all try to call the top all the time. Now look, we had this momentum. Hold on, let me show you. I just had an alert go off. What alert was that? Okay, that was horrible. So this yellow line seems to be the resistance. So first we want to break green. Let's see if we get above yellow. Let's see if we get right level by level. Okay, I'm gonna focus a little bit. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I want to get above this yellow. Above the yellow before I start thinking about calls. This is my trigger, right? Now I'm looking. I want to get above this yellow. Okay. I like that candle. Maybe we might want to take the plunge. Protect your trade. OG with the confluence call. OG. Where's OG with the confluence call? Hell yeah. Look at the confluence. Nice. Very nice. Look at the confluence call. At my time it's 8:32. So 15 minutes ago. Look at OG with the confluence call. OG called the confluence on the break. Look at the bruh. Oh my goodness. Look at the money we just printed. You can't ask for anything better. Look at the break of our green. Look at the confluence. Bruh. Oh, Discord. There it is. There. Look at the money. Easy. I told you don't worry. Don't panic. I told you. Oh my goodness. I even told you I'm gonna take the plunge over here. I told you when I was gonna do it. You know what? I said I like this candle. I'm taking the plunge. Bang. Can't lose. Don't care. I went heavy. Oh my goodness. Look at the green liquidity. Green did us so right. Listen, if you're on YouTube, send me an email. LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. Here's the truth. On the 5-minute chart, my Discord members already knew. At 83.40. Look at the 5-minute chart. Look at the 5-minute chart. We already knew because our put entry was underneath red. This is too easy. Look, our put entry, red. Our call entry, green. If you're on YouTube and you can't follow color patterns, you need to change the channel. Change the channel. If you don't know colors, change the channel. You got some other things you need to focus on. Look at the... printing money, you got bigger problems. This is not for you. Look at the money. Oh my god. Listen. I told you we got, and I even told you I took the loss, right? And I said I'm gonna 84% rule back into this. I identified green. Today's been perfect. Today's been perfect. I even told you where did I take the loss? Somewhere over here. I took the loss. And I said, look, I'm 84%ing on this. I said I'm going to 84% rule. 84% rule is in lesson number 8. Look at the money from our entry. And there's still going to be people on YouTube that don't want to send the email. They don't want to know far in advance where the entry was on the green. It's only highlighted. It's only highlighted with a 2 confidence level. Hey. Listen, I'm going to tell everybody something right now. You're so worried about $100. Look how you stepped over $1 to pick up a nickel. Congratulations, you played yourself. Look at the money we're printing. The proof is in front of your face. The price is going up. I know I have a solid product. Right? I'm telling you right now, this is Bitcoin in 2011. And you're gonna be the person that's like, I don't know. Fine, it's not for you. I get it. Bitcoin 2011, here we are. Here's your opportunity. You see it right in front of your face, and you're worried about $100. Listen, I took a loss over here. I took a $100 loss, right? 10 times 10. I made it back. Listen, we do this every day. I told you what was gonna happen. I said I'm not even worried. Because now I know where the setup is. I don't gotta say anything more. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. That's all I got to say. You get it, OG. You get it, 3K. It feels good. Hey, we just followed our entry. We're still in, our exit hasn't even been looked at. Look at the money we printed. This is over $100 in minutes, and you're worried about a month? Listen, if you're on YouTube and you're trying to trade and you still haven't sent me an email, it's not for you. It's not for you. Change the channel. Change the channel, because the rug's gonna get pulled from underneath you. And then you're gonna be stuck. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen next year. I know the ability that I have. I know the value that I bring. I know the value. If you don't know it, that's fine. You wait. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You watch. Don't overstay your welcome. Oh man, great trade. That one took me out. Great trade. Amazing trade. This took me out. I don't even have runners. I don't care. I don't have runners. I should have had some runners. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. If you're in exit strategy 2, you're still in the play. You're still in the play. I was a little talking too much and not doing what I should have been doing. That's why I got stopped out here. But I should have been paying better attention. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it. I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you. There's plenty of times where I don't even take my own trades. Plenty of times. Discord can tell you about it. plenty of times I don't take my own trades and I know it's gonna win, and I know my psychology is not there. Yesterday was one of those psychology days. Today I had some making up to do. So I had to show off today. Yeah, yesterday was again, even though we didn't lose, well, you know, I don't know but even though I didn't take a loss, I know my mind was messed up because I wasn't happy with the amount of money. This is greed. This is greed. And then not only that, I took a lot of trades yesterday. I took a lot of trades yesterday. Good. OG, 3K. Good. Take your win and move on. Now you get it. Now you get it. We waited all this time. Don't let them take the money from you. Good job. Now you get it. Take the money and leave. Let's see if we get a strong green, 2 red, and continuing green. Strong green, 2 red, continuing green. Let's see this pattern. Oh, wait. Don't look at this 5-minute chart with the cut. Listen. I don't have to say anything. I'll let the charts do the speaking for me. I know you see me moving around the screen a lot. I honestly don't know why I do that. For some reason, it just makes me think I'm getting a better view. I don't know why. Don't know why, but I like it. So leave me alone. Okay, I took another bite at the apple here, so I'm gonna let this play. It didn't give me the 2 red, but I saw the 2 down candles, so I went in and I'm gonna see how much I get out of it. When I'm telling you, like, sometimes I think, I'm too late on the play. We always think that, you know, especially after this. Now, look, I got filled somewhere in here. Now I can't lose. I don't care what happens. I don't care what, I'm actually gonna chase it just a little bit. I knew I had a late entry, so I'll probably leave it halfway in this candle. Whatever happens, happens. If it shoots up, it shoots up. If not, then I'll at least get my little $5 from right here. If it shoots up, it shoots up. I can't lose from here, right? Because I studied the breathe. I don't want you guys to do this yet. I don't want you to do breathes yet. Let me do the breathe for now. Let me do it to show you how it works. That, you know, sometimes we think we're late on a play, and you're actually not late. As long as you just don't overstay your welcome, know your strategy. I know I'm not willing to take a dime loss. So if, you know, if it went, I think I had it for $10. If it went $10 below, that's it. That was it. I was only willing to risk actually $10. Now I'm in profit. I don't care now. Right? You probably thought, oh, I'm late on the play. I'll scalp this. I don't care. I'll scalp this. I'll take a couple extra dollars. It doesn't need to go a full 10 points. I can take 30 cents. Ah, got me. It's okay. It's okay. That was the risk I was willing to take. Let me take my $5. Ugh, that's okay. That was the risk I was willing to take. I saw my second bite at the apple. I took it. If it, you know, I was hoping it just would have stacked. It didn't. I took my $5 and I left. If I need to get back, I probably won't. I'm probably done for the day. On this one right here, I'm done for the day. I am done. And I got a late fill too. But you know what? I told everyone. I said on this candle here, I said, you know what? I like this candle. Let's take a stab at it. I told everyone. I was probably around 83.68. I remember seeing that number. Somewhere around here, I took the trade. And yeah, look at it. I told everyone. I told everyone. See how you're not late on the play? See how you're not late on the play? See how you're not late on the play? You have to understand your risk. You're not late on the play, right? I talked through it. I talked through it, right? So you have to imagine, why would the price turn around in the middle of nowhere? Why? Why would it turn around on this candle? For what reason? I mean, we don't have a reason to think that. Look for some, look for your exit to happen. Look for the move to fade sideways a bit. Look for a retracement, something, but it can't just be vibes. There has to be something that tells you, okay, time to exit. I hit key level, or the legs are starting to cross, or the legs crossed, right? Something. You have to have a criteria. So if you're on the break of green, and let's say you decide you want to do exit strategy 2, you're still in the play, right? I believe exit strategy 2 is when the legs close. The legs are still open. They're still spread apart. If you don't know what I mean by legs spread apart, you got to join the Discord. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. But exit strategy 2 is still in play. It's still in play. So if you don't know what exit strategy 2 is, it's because you're not in the Discord. And if you're on the Discord and you don't know what exit strategy 2 is, you need to go to the Getting Started channel. You need to click on lesson 8 and review it. It's a pamphlet. It's a Word document. Very simple. It has graphics on it. It has graphics and drawings, right? The only thing you're going to need to know is what a drawing is and what colors are. As long as you know those two things, I think you'll be fine. You'll be able to figure out this strategy. The hard part is your emotion, right? That's going to be the hard part. When you see that one red candle, is the red candle going to make you think call or put, right? When I saw this red candle, I was like, this looks like a call. This looks like a call to me. And I scalped it. Got my little $5 and I got out, got happy. Took my money. And if it were to go up, oh well. You know, I'll feel a little bit weird about it, but not too much. Not too much. Oh no, I want this one, my bad. Wrong one. Okay, so I'm gonna be on here a few more minutes. We had a great day. I'm gonna take a few minutes right now to do some admin, to do some administration work, and I'll be right back. And then when I come back, I'm gonna close out. So we had a great day. We had a great day. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, before I head out, I just want to rehash some of the plays for the YouTube channel. So if you're interested, you can have a reason why you should join. We had our first entry for puts on the break of our purple right here. So we had a put. This is our first put entry right here. This was a great win. If you were to hold, it was sketchy this morning, but we had our, let's see. We had another put entry on the break of this purple here. So a win on this one, a win here, or you could have just held this one. That would have been difficult because a lot of chop. We had, let me look. Okay, and then we had a call on the break of our magenta right here. We had a put on the break of our purple. And we had our final play on the break of green. Okay, so here's a recap. We had a put on purple, another put on purple. We had a call on the break of our magenta. We had a put on the break of our purple. And then we had a call on the break of our green. So, in the Discord, if you took any trades outside of this, I hope you did well. Otherwise, this is pretty much our setups for the day, right? We identified them, called them out. If you took the trades, great. If not, now you know what to look out for, okay? Yesterday was an anomaly. You know, even though we didn't lose, it wasn't a convincing win. So today we had a good day. YouTube, send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. I want you guys to join. I want you to feel the sense of community we have in here. And I have a feeling, here. Listen to me, and I could be wrong, but let me ask you a question. This is for the people watching, not the Discord, because Discord I already know about you all. If you're on YouTube right now and you're sitting there watching and you're trying to learn how to day trade and this is something that interests you, ask yourself this question. Amongst your friend group, do you believe that you're maybe just a cut above the rest? You love your friends, but as far as intelligence, you know you got the answers. And sometimes you look at your friends, even though you love them, and you're like, how did you get this far in life? How did you make it this far in life? You know, even though you love them, but maybe if you know you have a higher sense of intelligence and maybe you're a little quiet or something like that, you know there's something special about you, send me an email. You're gonna be amongst family. You're gonna be amongst the X-Men. because it's not an accident. I promise you, it's not an accident that you're right here right now listening to me. That's not on purpose. We all made conscious decisions to be here right now. And if you think that's an accident, you're mistaken, right? It's a mistake. If you think that all these plays that we did that worked 5 out of 5, if you think that's an accident, you're mistaken. Correction, it wasn't 5 out of 5 because I got stopped out on one. So 5 out of 6. Pretty good. Either way, it's a winning, right? We want to win the war. But if you know that you got that thing, that unspoken thing that you know, maybe in high school, all your other friends, they already knew what they were going to do with their life. And you were like, dang, why don't I have that? Why don't I have that thing in me that says this is what you want to do? And you just know. Why don't I have that? How come this person has it, but I don't have that passion? And you've been searching and looking for something to try to find a means to an end, and you ran across this. This is not an accident. You have to recognize the reality that's in front of you. But once you recognize that reality, hopefully it's before next year, because the price is going up, because I got a solid product, right? Bitcoin 2011. If you're interested in this, send me an email. If not, I wish you the best. I honestly do. But when you're ready to up your game, when you're ready to make this a thing, then you'll realize that it costs to be the boss. It costs to be the boss. There's no business you're ever gonna get into that doesn't cost you anything. And if you're worried about $100 now, I'm not saying it's not a lot of money. That's plenty of money. However, that is the means to the end. That is the means to the end that you've been looking for. That same $100 that you burn on beer and cigarettes and OnlyFans and marijuana cigarettes and cocaine and sugary drinks like Mountain Dew Code Red and all these things you're spending your money on that add up to over $100. You've Uber Eats over $100 last week. You've done it. So worst case scenario, I'm offering you a chance to keep your filthy Uber Eats habit going. How you gonna pay for it? How you gonna pay for it? Anyways, that's for you to decide. We're gonna be here when you're ready. So send me an email. Next year, the price is going up. It's gonna be $125. It's gonna be $125. I'm gonna lock in, and then after that, you're subject to change. If you're in 25, you're gonna be locked in. You're gonna be grandfathered in forever, and the price won't change. This is for the people. My first year that trusted me. You get a benefit. You get some kind of benefit. So send me an email. I'll be here when you're ready. Stop being lazy. You see the money we printed today, and we do it every day. Discord, I'm gonna bid you farewell now. I might put together a video. I'm not sure. Not sure if I want to put this video together, but I'm done for the day. We made good money, and now I'm gonna preserve my capital. Here's our. This is what we got. So if you want to take a screenshot, this has been up here for who knows how long, but it's been up here. Now there's nothing that says that this can't reject right here, right? There's nothing that says we can't do this right here. So you see this green double up here, wait for this to become support, okay? If you're looking for calls. Maybe we might be closing this micro cup right here. So if that happens, watch out for that, okay? When we get to this green, expect a pullback, okay? So that's been my time. I've given the world, or whoever's been watching, some really good plays to make money today. I hope everyone had a good day in the stock market. I know we did in the Discord. So if you're interested, send me an email. Discord, we're gonna do it again tomorrow. Proud of everyone that stuck to the plan, stuck to the strategy. And if you didn't, hopefully you see now why it's okay. Hopefully you see now you're not going to be late. You're not going to be late. Just don't overstay your welcome, right? And allow the play to play out. Allow it to happen. Don't let 1 or 2 red candles scare you. You cannot. Okay? We're going to get through it together. Lately I've been, you know, holding hands saying it's okay. Don't panic, right? Don't panic. It's okay. We're going to get through it. Just don't overstay your welcome, right? 30 cents, start moving your stop. Collect that 30 cents. Eventually, in time, you'll learn how the market breathes, how it reacts. You'll know not to move your stop. It just takes time. But in the meantime, take the money you're getting, right? Take that money while you can. And we're going to build it slowly. We're just going to take our time with it. Anyways, that's been my time. It's been a pleasure. YouTube, you have a good day. Goodbye.